Hello and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. This is episode 11. Last time we went on a road trip to refuel at an oil pond, but we couldn't find one. And instead, we ended up finding a cage farmer, which was on our to-do list because it is required to get a spud gun on your person. So now we can do warehouse runs after getting a warehouse key from the big red farm bot stuff. But at least we have a way to fight them now after we get a spud gun. But I think we need to two more blueberry crates for that, and also orange crates. So we have to grow those. And so now we're on our way back to our base at the Scrap Mechanic station. And this is actually a voiceover because while I was editing the video, I realized that there was no audio coming from me, which means that throughout the whole recording of this video, my mic was muted, which is unfortunate. But anyway, we're on our way back, and we're actually quite far from the mechanic station. So we're going to do a travel montage again, because we're quite far, and it'll take a long time. It's dark now. We've been traveling for a while and we're still not home yet. So let's go through this forest and hopefully it'll be a shorten the distance home. But it's really dark here, and since it's nighttime, and it's so hard to see with all the foliage in the way. Well, even during the daytime, it's hard to see too, with so much foliage. And we're gonna keep bumping into trees too, because it's so hard to see them. And this was an unwise decision to go through these two trees with such a wide car. I don't know why I did that. This is this is why I hate driving through the forest. It's so hard to see, especially at night. Even during the day too. As I said before, it's hard to see when you're driving through a dense forest like this in game. We've got to also go around the ruins, because I for sure cannot make up such a steep hill with such a heavy load at the back. Because surprisingly, the cage farmers are quite heavy. And I'm thinking of extending the car a little bit so I have room for cage farmers if I do find them while exploring around. Or for another resource collector, so I have more options. And so I don't have to like rig like the back end like this that I've got already, that I've got now with the metal parts I had. That used to be the back end of the truck. So I also plan to add like a door that opens and closes with via controller, just to make things more easier. And I'm actually doing a voiceover. I think I already said that. That during recording or during editing I found out that there was no audio coming from my voice. So I assume my mic was muted during recording, which was unfortunate. Yeah, the cage farmers are surprisingly heavy, and you cannot weld them. You can only push them with a sledgehammer to roll them around, and that's the only way you can move them, because they're really heavy and you cannot pick them up on a lift. You cannot weld them anywhere like with other objects, and so the only option is to like push them with your sledgehammer. So having like a ramp door at the back of the car would be very useful and convenient. Because honestly, sometimes takes a long time just to hit them into the car or roll them into a car. Because it's so hard to aim and hit them properly and make them go straight. So, well, we're nearby the house. And the trader's right here. So let's just go to the trader and get them and drop them off here, since we're here already. And we're one step closer to one of our goals, which is getting hand spud gun. So our next step for next time is to plant more crops so we can actually trade for one. Because we need And I also plan to get multiple spud guns for the car. And that requires one blueberry crate each. Yeah, and these require 2 blueberry crates and 2 oranges. And as you see there, the multiple ones require 1 blueberry crate each. And a banana. 2 bananas. So we need 4 blueberry crates then. And 2 bananas and 2 orange crates. So we need to do more planting. And I think I don't have any banana seeds yet, so I have to get some later. So let's head home. And hopefully next time we'll find an oil pond to refuel, because we're running super low on fuel, on oil, because I think I used most of it to make gas in the last episode. Or the last 2 episodes ago, I think. Okay. Oh, and also next episode, I will redesign the car a little bit. I'll move the back wheels towards the back more so it's more stable. Or I could just add another set of wheels. And oh, I guess I was too far for the raid to happen, so they just started spawning now when I got close to the farm again. Because I did plant some crops and harvest some crops before I left for this trip. But I wasn't able to harvest them before it triggered another raid. And I harvested them right after the raid triggered again, so. But I guess since we were so far away from the farm, it didn't load until I got closer. And that's why the raid is happening during the day. Well into the day instead of early or instead of late at night. Oh, that guy, I think that guy, oh, he did attack the water line. Yeah, he attacked the water line, so the water tank is disconnected from the hydro cannons. Because to connect things, they have to be attached in the same creation, or else it won't work. So I have to put a block. He attached that part, 1 block there, so I'll just put it underground. Hopefully they won't be able to attack it after, because it's sort of underground, hopefully, but there's also still the parts above ground. It was just bad luck that he happened to attack that specific block. But anyway. That's the agenda for next time is to move the wheels back or put a new set or add a new set of wheels to the back to make it more stable to support the back end, because I plan to expand the car over there more properly to have more room for like cage farmers, or if I want to add another resource collector to the car. Oh, and I also need a potato container, potato ammo container for the multiple spikers. So I have to redesign the car anyway. So that will be for next time, in addition to farming, so that we can get our guns. And so we can start hunting, so we can start getting warehouse keys from the red farm bots. Instead of just running away from them all the time that we've been doing, we can actually fight them after getting those. And then we can start doing warehouse runs after that. And so that is it for today's episode. I hope you had a great time.